I'm Kristi, 7 times CrossFit Games athlete, ultramarathoner, triathlete, and everything in between. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the terms hybrid training and CrossFit, the differences between CrossFit and hybrid training, and why hybrid training is becoming so popular. Now, as many of you know, I have an extensive background in CrossFit, but I've also been experimenting with hybrid training, and I've got some thoughts to share. Let's start with CrossFit. It's intense, it's varied, and it definitely pushes you outside of your comfort zone. I've seen firsthand how CrossFit can transform your body and your mindset. The community is simply incredible, and it's like having a whole team of people cheering you on at all times. And I think the best thing is there's no 2 CrossFit workouts that are the same. You're gonna get a mix of Olympic lifts, such as like snatches and clean and jerks, gymnastics, lots of cardio. It's this constant variation that always gives your body a new stimulus, which is gonna help you prevent plateaus. For those of you who don't know, a plateau is when your body gets used to the demands you're putting on it for your workout, so then it's really not making any progress and it's just adapting. CrossFit workouts are designed to always be pushing your limits, so you'll work hard and fast, often with a set time or maybe a certain number of reps to complete. This intensity isn't just about burning calories, but you'll also be building strength, power, and endurance. And of course, I cannot stress this enough, CrossFit is more than just a workout. It's an entire community, and we actually call our gyms boxes. They have the most supportive coaches, fellow athletes who cheer each other on and push each other to be their best, which is also why it makes it so fun to show up and do a CrossFit workout. But here's the thing, with all of that said, you have to remember CrossFit, like anything, isn't always the best fit for everyone. And I think this is super important. CrossFit can be really demanding on your body, especially if you're not used to high intensity workouts. And if you have a specific goal, such as improving your running or maybe a specific top end strength, CrossFit might not be the most efficient way for you to get there. I first walked into a CrossFit box about 10 years ago, and let me tell you, it was a humbling experience. As an endurance athlete, I thought I was in decent shape, but the first workout, I'll be honest, it left me kind of questioning my life choices. But something just kept me coming back. It was the challenge, the sense of accomplishment, and of course, the community. That's what I was looking for. Over time, I started to see real changes in my body. I got stronger, I got faster, I gained more confidence, and I have CrossFit to thank for most of it. And it's not just my personal experience, there's research to back up how good CrossFit is for your VO2 max and your body composition. Now let's talk about hybrid training. Now, hybrid training and the term hybrid has become more and more popular, and it can mean different things to different people as no one owns hybrid. CrossFit could even be considered hybrid. Hybrid generally means building strength and endurance with less emphasis on those high-skilled movements such as gymnastics and the Olympic weightlifting, like the snatch and clean and jerk. This often means closing the gap on one domain or the other. Maybe it may look like for strength athletes incorporating more running into their routine, or for runners focusing on the added benefits of strength training, which we often talk about. The goal is to be a more well-rounded athlete when it comes to hybrid training. I personally like to think of it as being strong and fast, but also being able to go for miles. Simply put, we're training for nothing, but we're ready for anything. That's a phrase we like to use. So if you want to get stronger and build muscle, you can incorporate more weightlifting into your routine. If you want to improve your endurance, you can add in more cardio. If you want to work on your mobility and your flexibility, you can start to layer in things like yoga or Pilates, and the list can go on. This video is sponsored by Element. We're talking about endurance running, working out, sweating, and it's summer here in Ohio, which means more sweating, which means we also need to make sure we replenish our electrolytes. I say it all the time, when you're trying to hydrate, water alone is just not enough. Element has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium to support all of the functions in your body. Element's got everything you need and nothing you don't, which means no BS. Element is for anyone and everyone. It's perfect for people on a low carb or a ketogenic diet. It's not only gonna help you with things like cramps, fatigue, muscle soreness, but it's also gonna help you with your cognitive function so you can feel your best. And I can tell you from personal experience that I can notice a huge difference when I hydrate with electrolytes and I hydrate with just plain water. So if you're interested in trying Element today, make sure you guys click the link below, drinklmnt.com/Kristi Eramo, KRISTIERAMO. That's drinkelement.com/Kristi Eramo, and you'll get a free sample packet with any order. So you can try all 8 flavors or share with a salty friend. Now, back to today's video. For me personally, being a competitive CrossFit Games athlete for so many years, shifting the label in my training has been refreshing to chase new goals in distance running and have a more well-rounded approach to strength training. I also get to jump into class workouts at our gym to get a great push, have a strong community, and continue to focus on being a more well-rounded athlete. This allows me to really enjoy my fitness without also comparing myself to my peak CrossFit Games shape that I was in for so many years. Hybrid training is also fairly basic. meaning it's very accessible to train at a home gym. You can run anywhere, and anything more than 3 weights and a pull bar is just a bonus. Studies have even found that hybrid training can be as effective as single sport training for improving strength and endurance. But don't worry, hybrid training doesn't mean just ditching everything you love about CrossFit. You can still join those community workouts, throwdowns, and CrossFit pairs really well with this style of training. So why is hybrid training becoming so popular? Well, if you're into the fitness scene on social media, you've likely seen your favorite influencers dabble in hybrid training recently. Most will even tell you it's the next best thing. So what is making this hybrid training so popular? Well, in my opinion, it's due to a few reasons. Number 1, adaptability. One of the biggest reasons people are loving hybrid training is that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. You can kind of tailor your workouts to how you're feeling on any given day. So if I'm beat up from other forms of endurance training, I can focus on mobility and recover. If I'm feeling strong, I can hit the weights really hard. And some days I'm simply just craving a heart-pounding cardio session, maybe at the track. Number 2, injury prevention. If you are not at a great CrossFit gym with great coaches who know how to program for your entire community and not just the freak athletes or the top 1%, the complexity of movements lends the opportunity for potential injury. Number 3, targeted progress. A huge upside to CrossFit is the variety of movements, new skills to learn, and the fact that there's always something to work on. This also is potential downside if your goals are more narrow or you don't have large time windows to train. Number 4, accessibility. There is no fancy box needed for hybrid training. You can do hybrid workouts at home, at a regular gym, or even outside. And that's a huge upside because it means you're not tied to a specific schedule or location, and you can just focus on the beauty of training and the things that you enjoy doing. So if you're wondering about hybrid training and you're also looking at CrossFit and you're kind of trying to decide which one is right for you, there is not a right answer. And honestly, the most important thing is that you're working hard. Effort is one of the largest factors and determines progress and results. Also remember that hybrid is a term, and it can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Like we said at the start, CrossFit could even be considered hybrid. So if you love that group energy and you thrive on competition, CrossFit just might be your jam. But if you're looking for a more fundamental approach to your running, your strength training, then hybrid training might actually be a great route for you. So if you've decided on hybrid training, great choice. The next question is, where do you even start? So when I look at hybrid training and CrossFit training, I like to look at, or programs, I like to look at the split. What's the running split? And you can also sub in biking and swimming. That can also be hybrid with the weight training split. A lot of times that 3-day split of hard weights in the gym with a 3-day split of different styles of running is really gonna be key. So you're gonna have a faster run, you're gonna have a long, easy aerobic run, and maybe you have a run for distance or more of a tempo run. And it's also gonna be really important when and how you implement those heavier leg days. We're not gonna wanna smash our legs before we're gonna go out for a 15+ mile run, because that's really gonna make that run a little bit more challenging. As you all know, my husband Patrick and I own IBEX Training. We thrive on our shared love for fitness, and we actually met during CrossFit at a CrossFit gym. For those who wanna start hybrid training, I'd say our Lift Run hybrid program is definitely worth looking into. First off, it's actually the program I followed when I was training for the Houston High Rocks, which I ended up winning. And we also use this program for the half marathon trail run and the 50K trail run that Patrick and I both ran. A good hybrid program also has more than just strength training and running. It has thoughtful progressions, exercises to reduce potential injuries from running so you can stay healthy, and it also has some high rocks workouts because those are fun and a great way to get good intensity. Running is going to be a great way to burn calories, and weight training can help you build muscle, which can help you burn more calories while you're at rest. If you want to learn more about our community at IBEX Training and how we blend running and lifting, we'll put that link below. If you have anything else you want to see in the next video, make sure to drop that in the comments, smash the like button, and please don't forget to hit subscribe. It really does help our channel. We'll see you in the next video, and we hope you enjoyed this one.